Last time.
Ponies and yaks of all ages look to the sky to witness the amazing, astounding, awe-striking aerial acrobatics of the Wonderbolts!
Yaks enjoy flying pony show. Very fast. Dragons!
Welch, left side! Even side! Mini Welch! Now handle it!
Retreat! And now our story continues. I guess there is one good thing about this dragon attack on Yakyakistan. Prince Rutherford had given me full access to the ancient scrolls. I don't think any ponies had this much insight into yak culture. Not even Pinkie Pie. But I don't see anything to indicate a sacred bond between the yaks and dragons. Something tells me you're not exactly listening to anything I say. I don't understand. Why would Ember do this? Well, Spike, dragons attack for a lot of reasons. Food, treasure, revenge, fun. It doesn't make sense. Prince Rutherford and the Yaks really don't know why the dragons attacked? No, they all say they have no idea why the dragons would do this. None of them are aware of any connection. Tell me again what happened when you went out to meet with Ember. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, so, you saw how Ember was acting when she came over to the Sacred Stones. Prince Rutherford! Show yourself now! Twilight? I didn't think you'd do this to us too. Ember, I don't understand why— Silence! Dragons have no right to destroy Yak Village! Dragons leave now! The dragons have every right! You broke our sacred bond, and now you'll pay! What? We will not be dishonored, but we are capable of mercy. Therefore, you have the night to rally your troops. Tomorrow we finish this. What sacred bond? And then she turned around and walked off. She wouldn't speak to me or clarify what she meant, though she did look very upset. It just doesn't add up. This is not the way Ember was going to lead the dragons. Well, she's still a dragon. They're naturally aggressive. Perhaps warring's just in their makeup. Excuse me? Have you forgotten that I am a dragon? Oh, right. I guess I did forget. You're more like a pony than a dragon anyway. I meant real dragons. Gee, thanks. Maybe Ember's natural instinct is too powerful for her to overcome. I just don't think that's it. Then what do you think? I'm not sure. If you'll excuse me, I need to confer with Prince Rutherford about the plan for tomorrow. What is the plan? I don't know. If we can't figure out what Ember means by a sacred bond, we may need to fend them off again. Why would Ember do this? And what did she mean when she said she didn't think Twilight would do that to them too? Well, I'm gonna go find out. Howdy, Spike. Wanna join us for a bite? No thanks. I'm not hungry. You sure? If we have to fight off those pesky dragons tomorrow, we're gonna need all our strength. I just don't know what we're going to do. Between Prince Rutherford and Twilight, I'm sure they'll figure out how to stop those meaning heads. Don't you agree, Spike? Yeah, I guess. If we go back out tomorrow, there's no way you can go. Are you kidding? I can still fly circles around those fire breathers. It's like none of them realize I'm a dragon. Oh, Spike! Spike, darling, what are you doing out here away from the others? I just needed a bit of fresh air. Well, don't wander off too far. You saw how nasty those dragons were today. How about how insensitive those ponies can be? There's a reason for all this, and I'll bet it's a good one. I'll show those ponies that Ember and the dragons aren't all bad. Only Twilight and the other purple unicorn pose an actual magic threat. It's the flying ones that are the real problem. Who goes there? Looks like Scorchy Cat'll have one. Spike? You shouldn't be here. This is not your fight. Wait a second. Why are you doing this? I don't need to explain myself to you. Yeah, you kinda do. I was the one who chose not to become Dragon Lord after capturing the Gauntlet of Fire. I turned it over to you because you were supposed to be a peaceful leader. Well, things change. But why? I have tried to be peaceful. Tried to integrate the dragons more with the ponies and other creatures of the world. But so many of them have these notions of what we're going to act like. That we're going to bring destruction and total ruin. It's exhausting getting ponies to trust us. And it hasn't worked. But to have the yaks insult us! That's what I don't get. What did the yaks do? They broke our sacred bond, of course! I keep forgetting how not a dragon you are. Uncalled for, but we'll get back to that later. I don't have time for this. I have a battle to win. Ember, please, tell me what this bond is. You owe me that much. I guess I do. Many moons ago, the dragons and yaks were great warring adversaries. They fought over the land that is now known as Yakyakistan. But the battles did much damage to the very land they were fighting over. Finally, the great dragon lord Scintilla brokered a grand peace deal with the yak prince Ulysses. Together, they traveled throughout Equestria and beyond, until they found an area that suited Scintilla. This became the Dragonlands. Before Ulysses returned to the mountains and founded Yakyakistan, he bestowed the title of honorary yak to Scintilla and declared it a sacred bond. One that would never be replicated. But I still don't understand. Pinkie Pie! No pony should have ever been made an honorary yak. That was reserved for the dragons. That was so long ago, and really not a big deal. Maybe the yaks just forgot. Forgot about it? That's even worse than if they had dishonored us on purpose. There has to be another way to resolve this. You just don't get it. But why would you? You've been with the ponies for so long that you're more one of them than one of us. They probably manipulated you into turning against your own kind. What? No! Spike, do me a favor and go back to your ponies. This is between the dragons and the yaks. We have to defend our honor. Yeah, get out of our way. Ember, wait! Morning. Gosh, Twilight, have you been at this all night? Yes, Applejack. And I still can't find anything about a sacred bond between the yaks and the dragons. Well, we need some sort of plan. Those dragons are going to be coming back soon. Prince Rutherford has been strategizing with Pinkie and the Bolts all night. I hoped it wouldn't come to this, but I don't know what else to do. It must be bad if the yaks are willingly taking help from us ponies. What in tarnation is that? War drums. The dragons will be coming soon. Applejack, I've racked my brain all night, but I couldn't find a solution. I guess we have no choice but to help defend the yaks. Battle yaks! Get in position! Ponies, get ready! Girls, combine your magic. It'll make it that much stronger, and hopefully be able to push them back. Yes, Twilight! Wonderbolts, are you ready to fly circles around these dragons? Yes, ma'am! Pinkie, AJ, work with the yaks to keep those catapults going non-stop. Maybe you can get them to retreat. You know it! Fluttershy, you stay here and make sure those who can't fight are well protected. Yes, Twilight. Spike, I need you to... Where is he? Pony Princess! Dragons are on the move! Ready? Ready! Spike? I guess he's more dragon than you want him to be. Spike, this can't be true. You're not like them. Not like us? What do you actually know about us? Stop it! You all need to stop making generalizations about the dragons! What? I don't think Don't tell me you don't, because I've heard you all do it! Gee, Spike, I didn't realize. I'm truly sorry. To you and Ember. Ha! And if you don't like negative stereotypes being made about you, stop acting exactly like they expect you to! Trying to destroy an entire village over some ancient lore without even talking it over first? Really? Ha! And you, if you knew your yak history, you'd have realized that making Pinkie Pie an honorary yak broke the sacred bond between Dragon Lord Scintilla and Prince Ulysses! Yak understand now! Ancient scroll makes sense now! It does? For many moons, Yak Prince tried to understand this scroll, but never understand. This scroll records sacred bond between Yak Prince Ulysses and Lord Scintilla. But Yak not know Scintilla is dragon. Yak thought Scintilla was volcano. That flamey thing is supposed to be a dragon? Ancient Yak, bad artist. What? You're telling me all this happened because ancient Yaks were lousy artists? Well, this is embarrassing. Yak can admit when wrong, but dragon wrong too. Dragon destroy Yak village. Dragon must pay. Here we go again. You're right, Prince Rutherford. It was wrong of us to attack Yakyakistan. I should have come to you first instead of being so impulsive. And I'm sorry, Spike. You entrusted me with the greatest gift a dragon could receive, and I've not done the title of Dragon Lord justice. I wish there was some way I could make it up to every pony. Did I say it right? Oh, I'm pretty sure there is a way. With every pony working together, the village is almost brand new. Yak Prince approve of new Yak village. Spike, were you really going to side with the dragons? Against my friends? No way! But I wasn't sure how else to get Ember to tell Prince Rutherford what happened. And if it helps, I'm willing to relinquish my honorary Yak title. Yak Prince agree with Pink Pony. Thanks to you both, but that's not necessary. It's about time the dragons let go of their past and look to the future. Right, Spike? I'll say. And this concludes Wings Over Yakyakistan. Until next time.
Yak smash!